I got to talk about Halle Berry. Halle Berry is making some very weird comments because, again, these Holly weirdos, they have children and they want to import this weird ideology, which shows y'all why Halle Berry's relationships fail so much. Halle Berry's relationships fail so much because she considers herself an alpha female. I truly believe that. I don't think she respects men. Okay? I think she has a very dominating personality. And it just doesn't mesh with the men that she gets with. And what she's trying to impart to her son just shows you how these Holly weirdo women feel about men or masculinity. According to this People article, Halle Berry says she's challenging her 7-year-old son all the time to rethink gender stereotypes. If we want to have a future that's different, that is where it starts. See, this is what I'm talking about. We already got Joe Biden trying to add men into women's sports. I mean, it's almost as if women don't understand that you're making things worse for yourself. Not only you're making things worse for yourself because you're going to breed a different type of male that, for the most part, is not even going to be into women. Two, you're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to be pushed to the side. Because they're already trying to increase rights for men in wigs and dresses. So where do you think you fit into the equation? And women are a lot of these liberal-minded, Holly weirdo feminists really believe that none of this is going to fall back on them. They truly believe that they're not going to face blowback over the way that they are raising their children and the way that they are acting and the beliefs that they're trying to impart into their kids. Right? Let's go on to the article. As a boy mom, Halle Berry is making sure her son grows up to challenge discrimination against women. While appearing on the virtual panel hosted by Hollywood Foreign Press Association as part of the Sundance Film Festival, the bruised director opened up about being a mother of 7-year-old son, Maceo Martinez, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Oliver. I'm pretty sure he appreciates that. I have a 7-year-old son, and I've realized what my job is in raising him. If we want to have a future that's different, that is where it starts. Berry, 54, said during the panel titled Women Breaking Barriers and Industry Shift. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. Well, how are women going to break barriers if you have the trans group that wants to be a part of your group, and their concerns are being listened to more than yours? You're going to have to share whatever ground that you make. You're going to have to share it with them. And that's what Halle doesn't understand. She thinks that this is only going to affect men. That's what they tell you. But that's not the case, Halle. It's going to affect you too. But y'all don't see that. This is why they are making sure that males can play female sports, Halle. Okay? And again, I told y'all, Halle doesn't respect men. She has a disdain towards them. You can tell a lot about a woman by how she raised her sons. And she's raising her son to wear heels. I'm pretty sure we've all seen any of you probably have seen that video that she posted, right? What woman would do that to for a woman that doesn't respect men or respect masculinity, which is why she's perpetually single, why no man wants to be around her, even if they, marry her. That ends quickly. She's in a situation where she's going to be alone. Berry, who's making her directorial debut at the Sundance with her MMA drama Bruise, was joined by HFPA members Elizabeth and Sylvia, as well as Robin, I'm going by first names only, Andrea, Sia, and Zendaya. This must be the panel. I guess it's the panel. Where are the masks? Let's see. You made me think of how many conversations I've had with him. Say since he turned 5 years old about the differences in boys and girls, and I see how he's taught to feel like he's superior at 5 than girls are. Barry said, addressing fellow actress Wright. The moment to continue, I've had to really break that down for him and give him a new perspective and challenge those thoughts and ask him to identify where that comes from and if he believes that or not, and challenge what he's subconsciously getting from somewhere. I can tell that because we're having those conversations, he's going to grow as a deep thinker on the subject. No, your son is going to grow up wanting to be a woman because of you. And what Halle Berry doesn't get, which is why she can't keep a man, is that men, for the most part, build societies. Men have always built societies. Men will continue to build societies, Halle, whether you like it or not. A lot of those women on that panel, the opportunities that they have were given to them by men who built the infrastructure for you to be able to complain about masculinity. And they want to bring up this whole men are trying to be more superior to women. No, men are being men because we fight the battles, we do the protecting, we do the building. You reap those benefits. You wouldn't be saying this if you weren't so comfortable. But once things get uncomfortable, you're going to want those gender roles. I guarantee you. Now, let's see. He's going to be determined not to just accept it. I keep challenging him all the time. Like, well, why is that a girl color? Bear is also a mom of a daughter, Nyla, I think Nyla, from her previous relationship with ex Gabriel. All right. You see, yeah, I'm not gonna read any more of this BS. Halle Berry, you're a weirdo, and something's wrong with you. And I think a lot of people agree with that. And y'all know what's crazy is that because they're so comfortable, they feel like they're not gonna have to fight in any battles anymore. They're not gonna have to do their own protecting. They know that things are here, infrastructure-wise, and they can do all the complaining now. But you got to understand, if you raise a generation of weak, cowardly men, you're not going to have a country. You're not going to be comfortable. I don't care how much money you have, because you got the socialists that's coming for you in your wealth. And you're making it easier for them when you're out here trying to tell your son that you should identify as a female, basically. And she wonders why she cannot consistently keep nobody. This is her ideology. Look at like Charlize Theron, another one that can't keep a man, can't get a man, but got her son out here wearing dresses. Her adopted son, not her biological son, an adopted son, melanated son from the continent. This is why they can't keep a man. This is why they're asking the world, why can I get a man? It's because of your ideology. No man wants to deal with it. And that's you pretty much letting the mask slip. And that's exactly what Halle Berry and others are doing. Exactly what they're doing.